Hello, everybody, girls and boys, men and women, icons and superstars. Welcome to Beyond Ordinary, a space where growth isn't just a goal, it's a lifestyle, darling. I'm your one and only host, Mena Am. And wow, I've noticed a lot of you guys. Before I dive deep, I've been observing and I've been noticing that, 50% of you who are listening to my episode are not even subscribed. What? What? So please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button, that notification bell to get the episode every single month. Without any further ado, let's get into today's topic, and which is don't walk, run. Um, the reason I chose this topic is because of we're getting into a new month, which is June, right? And I've been observing and I've been watching people around me. People are lost, and it's not even funny. People are miserable. People are just trapped in cycles. For one, I am trapped in a cycle of procrastination, laziness, but then we are dealing with it, we are fighting it. And to show that I'm willing to change, I show up regardless of how I'm feeling. Those are the small steps of change. One of the most biggest quotes that Grace Montana once said is that change is an amount of actions repeated day in and out, right? And I strongly believe that it is. If some actions were not taken on a daily basis, it would never become your routine. My sister, Lebo told me that some things are wired into your brain. Some things you just know them, that they're your routine. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you make your bed, you dress, you go to school or go to work or whatever. That is a routine. You come back, you eat, and you study. A routine. And then we learn from there. We look at whatever we want. We're like, oh, I'm extremely ambitious with fitness. You start doing a fitness blog or whatever. You start becoming a trainer. Slowly but surely, it will slowly become a routine. It will become a part of your daily routine, but I'll get into that later. So I don't get what, sorry, I've learned that as individuals, we don't get what we want. We often get what we prepare for. My incredible sister, which is Labo, told me this incredibly iconic line that clearly states that the universe rewards those who work and not necessarily those who wait for the perfect time. Keep in mind, she told me this when I was in my lowest of all stages, when I did not want to post on TikTok or any social media platforms because I have an Android. And truly speaking, this is a very emotional topic for me, but then yeah. Because I have an Android, right? Truly speaking, I literally forgot about something called progress and growth. I forgot that there's something called growth, and growth is as every day we learn to grow as every day as individuals. I feel like I've totally forgotten about ways on how to manage. Genuinely, honestly speaking, I wanted the world to perceive me as this iconic gay boy who has it all and had it all figured out. I totally forgot that the most iconic people were once where I am at stage one. The most iconic and most famous celebrities were once doubted, were once told that they should stop, were once told that actually, you're not going anywhere with this. Just leave it and just be stuck in the matrix. The reason why I chose don't walk run is because we often walk in our walks on what we want. And sorry, this is a very, oh my goodness, this is a very emotional topic, Shem. I did not think it would make me cry. Wow. Okay. The reason why I chose this topic, which is don't run, walk, is because we often walk in our walks on what we want to get, whether it's goals, academics, careers, what we want, etc. I completely forgot about time. Let this be a reminder that time is the only currency we spend without knowing how much is left. We completely tend to forget that we often are living on borrowed time. The idea or thought that one day it's all going to end should move or shake you to a point that you go after everything 10 times more. This June, you're becoming more intentional, calculative, strategic, consistent, smart, and kind to ourselves. I want you to learn that we're living on borrowed time. The time that we are on, it's not ours. Hence, we will reach a time or a point in our lives where it will all end. And I want you to realize something, that when it ends, I want you to look back and learn and or sharply back and be like, wow, I really did that, you know? I really achieved everything I said I want to achieve, and I did. We often relax saying we have more time. No, I'll start content creation next year. I'll start reading that book next week. I'll just do this. I'll just study the day before. I'll learn 1, 2, and 3, and 4. We totally forgot about that, the fact that we are living on borrowed time. Life is never promised. We can wake up today and then around 1 p.m. it can all end, you know, even if it's not necessarily ending, but then something could happen that could ultimately shift your reality. So I want you to learn, and I said this with the start of, I think it was episode 3, yes, episode 3 of my podcast. I stated that around December we'll be checking on journals, and I want you to keep a journal because we are going to learn so much, you know. I feel like as much as we as individuals, I'm so sorry about that phone, as much as individuals, we should really shift our focuses, like reflect and draw. I feel like that would really help if you put it in writing. So this is a new month reset, like I promised. These are the 7 questions that you should ask yourself before going into the new month. Number 1 is, what was your favorite moment of this past month and why was it special to you? Number 1, what was your favorite moment of this past month and why was it special to you? Number 2, this month I am grateful for. You stayed more than 10 things, even if there are 5, even if there are 2 things that you're grateful for, state them, you know. Number 2, this month I am grateful for. Number 3, list any victories, big or small, that you have achieved this week before going into the new month. How did you feel when you achieved them, and how can you continue achieving them in the upcoming month? Number 4, what will I do to take care of myself this month? What will I do to take care of myself this month? Number 5, what steps did I take towards my long-term goals? Number 5, what steps did I take towards my long-term goals? Number 6, what activities will help me unwind and prepare for the month ahead? Number 6, what activities will help me unwind and prepare for the month ahead? Number 7, and lastly, what do I want to do better this upcoming month? What do I want to do better this upcoming month? Before I leave, I just wanted to say, time is never promised. We should learn to do whatever we want whenever we want. As long as it does not harm the next person, we should really go after it. I've learned something. As individuals, we often make excuses with something we can simply do just now, and that could ultimately be our goals, our whatever, you know. And then we tend to call ourselves, I'm busy, I'm doing this. This is your brain comforting you, you know. The brain is used to comfort, and when something foreign interrupts that, it makes sure that it will try to destroy it at all costs, without it being shifted, you know. That's why you'll find older people who would be like, now I would have been rich by now if it wasn't for 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And those 1, 2, 3, and 4 often alcohol. Not saying that alcohol is bad, by the way. I repeat, alcohol is not bad. But then overconsumption is bad, you know. Number two, it could be laziness. Number three, it could be lack of resources. Number four, it could have been I could have started sooner. You know, I just want you guys to like achieve whatever you want. But then, nonetheless, we love you at Beyond Onui. Stay super lovely. See you next time. I come to Superstars. Love, I am. Mwah.